I'll tell you, one of the most frequently asked questions is, how did Core Camp start? And why did it start? It's a simple answer. Years ago, I used to do some work with a lot of other associations, and I ran their camps, and I was a consultant and a speaker. And what I would do is I would ask the clients, the people who were actually sending kids to camp, what it is they wanted from the programs, and I would hear the answers. And for the people I was working with, a lot of the stuff got provided, but there were some things that were missing. And I ended that relationship, or it ended, and I decided to start my own program because I thought, you know what, one of the things you can do is either complain about changes that aren't taking place, or you can go do something about it. And so Core Camp was started because I thought there was more that could be taking place at a leadership camp. The other thing was I wanted to incorporate some trainings and some different types of techniques about teaching young people and adults that were not traditional. So one of the things that still has been kept with our program is that when you show up, as I mentioned, we're not separating your team. You're going to meet other people, but you'll be working with the delegation so that you return as a team. And what I want you to keep in mind is that's one of the founding principles of Core Camp, was that I thought you should come as a team and return as a team. Or if you show up as a delegation, we wanted to get you back on the bus as a team. And so Core Camp was started because there were usually, back then, and things are different now, a group of people who were doing most of the work on student council cabinets. And they were the core group. There was probably 8 or 9, depending on your school and the size of your council. You could depend on them to do the work. And it meant the other people in the program were still as hard working, but maybe they didn't have as many responsibilities as these 9. And so I would always say, send me the group of people that you know are going to do a lot of work, because we want to make sure they get well trained. And so when we started the program, we'd have schools sending 9, 10, 12 people. And as the program grew and we got more successful with the training we were offering, and people saw the results, they wanted to add more kids, more people to their core group. They wanted it to grow larger because they believed it was valuable. And so that's why we now have delegations of 40 people and 44 people and 33, because that core group has now gone from being 9 people on a school campus, depending on your school obviously, to a larger group. And ultimately that's what we want. We want you to bring large groups. Why? Because everybody should get the type of training we're providing. Not that it's just going to be great for high school, but it's going to be great for your life. And so Core Camp was started with a small group of people who were doing the work, and then it's expanded to be a larger group. And our hope is that if you attend, and we want you to, that you bring what you can bring, but also our ultimate goal is to increase the size of your delegation so that everyone's in the same place with the knowledge, with the experience. And so that's the short answer of how Core Camp was started.